Hi everyone, it's a beautiful Friday morning. My name is Degal and welcome to the Smart Money Live TV show. This is where we recompense you for being smart. And if you're joining us for the first time, this is a game show where you have to answer at least 12 questions correctly, and this will enable you to win the sum of 20,000 naira. That's a lot if you ask me, guys. 20,000 naira in today's economy is actually a lot. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed every bit of yesterday's episode. Today promises to be awesome, and there's so much to learn on the show today. Please, if you have not invited your friends, go ahead and do just that. Please invite them and let them open the YouTube app on their phone and search for Black Drum TV. Let them subscribe, join the conversation, and of course, a lot of recharge cards are going to be thrown in the comment section. So keep your fingers crossed, as this is about to be a mind-blowing experience. Let's go straight to the first question of the day. Which of the following can live the longest without drinking water? The options: A, kangaroo; B, tarantulas; C, mountain lion; C, cat-caused ape. And the answer is A, kangaroo. All right, moving on to the next question of the day. At the MTV African Music Awards 2016, who won 3 major awards? Entertainers in the house, you should get this, I think. The options, please. A, Burna Boy; B, Davido; C, Wizkid; D, Falz Bad Guy. And the answer? C, Wizkid. Moving on to the next question, guys, without wasting too much time. Banga soup and starch is a delicacy that is enjoyed by which tribe? Foodies in the house, over to you. Let's have the options, please. A, Efik; B, Urobo; C, Igba; D, Ibibio. And the answer? Do not forget to invite your friends, let them join the conversation, as there are lots of prizes to be won today. Aside the money, we also have recharge cards, so, to give out to you guys. So let's have the answer, please. B, Urobo. Moving on to the next question of the day. In which year did Asian Games start? In which year did Asian Games start? The options are A, 1957; B, 1951; C, 1955; D, 1953. And let's reveal the answer right about now. B, 1951. Moving on to the fifth question, guys. Let's have the question right here on the screen. Lagos became a crown colony in dash. The options: A, 1862; B, 1842; C, 1841; D, 1846. And the answer to this question is C, 1841. Okay, let's move on to the next question right about now. Caddie is related to which of the games? Caddie is related to which of the games? The options: A, baseball; B, tennis; C, volleyball; D, golf. Let's have the answer to this question. D, golf. At this point, guys, I'd like to go on a quick break, and when we return, the show continues. Do not forget, you can use this opportunity to now talk about this show to your friends. Please invite them, let them subscribe to our YouTube channel, and let them be a participant of the show. I'll be right back after this break. Please don't go away.
Nigeria, the most populous nation in Africa, with nearly 200 million people, a variety of spoken languages, including the third largest English-speaking population on Earth, has a long history stretching back to the oldest identified civilization in West Africa, known today as the Nok culture. They were master sculptors in a variety of materials, ranging from terracotta to bronze. The Nok were centuries ahead of their neighbors, and were smelting iron weapons by at least 550 BC, and perhaps as early as 1000 BC. This enabled the Nok to hold influence over an area northeast of the Niger River, as large as modern-day France. Although little is known about the Nok, Their trade routes exporting bronze and gold reached all the way to Western Europe. Unfortunately, since the 1970s, there has been a large amount of looting of knock sites. In the 1990s, some crews employed over 1,000 diggers each day, with knock sculpture showing up in Europe, the US, and Japan. The knock disappeared as mysteriously as they arrived. However, their knowledge in sophisticated metallurgy and mining techniques would be passed down to successor civilizations. The powerful Yoruba city of Ife would perfect casting techniques, creating realistic portraits of their nobles and leaders that have survived till today. The sophisticated level of realism captured in metal, not seen since the classical world, would not be matched elsewhere until the Italian Renaissance. Ife was ruled by Oni, a line of divine kings said to be descended from a god. The last prince of the Yoruba city of Ife would found the Oyo kingdom that reached its height around 1400 and maintained long-distance trading routes, protected by the kingdom's formidable cavalry force. To the southwest, the Edo people of the Empire of Benin would also learn metallurgy techniques from the Ife, and constructed one of the most impressive feats of engineering and the largest earthenware structure ever erected, the Walls of Benin, which enclosed an area of over 2,500 square miles. In all, over 9,000 miles of walls comprise this megastructure. Combined with their formidable military, it is no wonder why the Kingdom of Benin was incredibly stable and prosperous over such a long period of time. To the north of Edo, according to legend, was a kingdom ruled over by a line of female queens, one of whom married an adventuring hero from Baghdad in modern-day Iraq. Their sons would rule over a collection of powerful city-states. Over the centuries, Hausaland would unite for short periods of time. However, squabbling and intrigue was the norm. Throughout this period, they maintained amicable relations with the Mali Empire, their economic competitor to the northwest, where many Islamic clerics migrated from to join the courts of the Islamic urban elite of the Hausa kingdoms. The Igbo kingdom of Nri was ruled by a priest king, and expanded its territory through sending converts to spread their faith in surrounding cities and towns. The kingdom reached its furthest extent between 11 and 1400. Encroached upon by the rise of Benin, and later the Atlantic slave trade, it appears to have maintained its authority well into the 16th century, and remnants of the religious hierarchy persisted until the establishment of colonial Nigeria. Jukan and Igala were two other formidable kingdoms that arose in the 14th century, and by the 16th, Igala was waging war on the Kingdom of Benin, challenging their long-time supremacy in commercial trade in the region, and with the arrival of the Portuguese, became involved in the inception of the transatlantic slave trade. From the 1500s through 1800s, many of the kingdoms in this region became extremely wealthy through the trade in precious metals and slaves. However, as the abolishment of the slave trade became widespread throughout the Western world, their fortunes began to stagnate. In 1804, the Sokoto Caliphate would conquer and unite the Hausa kingdoms. At its height, the Caliphate linked over 30 different emirates and was populated by over 10 million people, forming the most powerful state in the region. In his conquest, it captured approximately 2.5 million non-Muslim slaves, whom they put to work in large plantations and heavily incentivized to convert to a more comfortable life. In 1851, under the pretext of ending the slave trade in the Kingdom of Lagos, the British bombarded the city and installed a ruler they favored. 10 years later, they annexed the city in 1861, establishing the crown colony of Lagos. Lagos has been a prosperous commercial center ever since. The Royal Niger Company was established in 1879 to administer the region, and by 1900 had conquered all of southern Nigeria, destroying much of the fabled walls of Benin. The company was disestablished that same year. The Protectorate of southern Nigeria was established, and the conquest of the Sokoto Empire began in 1900. And by 1903, all of modern-day Nigeria was under British control. The colony and protectorate of Nigeria lasted for 46 years, and was governed through a system called indirect rule, where regional emirs and local rulers were given wide authority as long as the colonial government was allowed to conduct its business and gather taxation. In 1960, the First Republic of Nigeria obtained its independence from the British Empire, which was weakened after fighting the Second World War. In 1967, the Republic of Biafra was declared in the southeast of Nigeria, fueled by the persecution of the Igbo living in northern Nigeria, and control over the lucrative oil production in the Niger Delta played a major role in fueling this conflict that saw over 150,000 soldiers killed and millions displaced. The Civil War initiated a series of military leaders of Nigeria, lasting after the Civil War had ended with a united Nigeria. Following the assassination of General Murtala Mohammed, his successor initiated a process of disestablishing military rule and bringing back a republic. This republic was short-lived, lasting from 1979 to 1983, when it was overthrown again. After 8 years of rule by General Ibrahim, he re-established a democracy that lasted for less than a year, which was overthrown by General Sani Abacha. Abacha died mysteriously and was buried without an autopsy. His successor again re-established a democracy that has lasted till the current day. This has been Epimetheus, and I hope you enjoyed that overview of Nigerian history. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notifications.
Back everyone, and I hope that you're still enjoying the show. I'd like to say shout out to you guys who have been participating since we started the show today. Falano Oladele, thank you so much. Olaito Olajure, Shade Jeremiah, but you guys can do better. Please do not forget to invite your friends. And right about now, we have started dropping in recharge cards in the comment section. You might be lucky. Please check the comment section and try your luck. Do not forget we still have 20,000 naira up for grabs today on the show. Now straight to the next question. Which of these cards have no tail? We'll learn every day. Let's find out. The options are Stuart cats, panthers, wild cats, D, the Siamese. And the answer is the Siamese. Wow, nice. Moving on to the next question, please. Final release draft of the 1999 Constitution was on dash. Let's have the options. September 1998, B, October 7th, 1998, C, August 8th, 1998, D, September 8th, 1998. Let's have the answer to this question, please. September 7th, 1998. Moving on to the next question. In which country was Cricket World Cup first hosted? Let's have the options right about now. Option A, Germany, B, USA, C, Canada, D, England. 20,000 naira for grabs, guys. The answer to this question, let's reveal it right now. D, England. Okay, moving on to the next question of the day. Paper pulps is to papier mache. Is to paper mache, sorry, as sleep is to dash. Paper pulps is to paper mache, as sleep is to dash. Let's have the options, please. A, iron, B, cement, C, clay, D, plasticine. And the answer to this question is, let's have C, clay. Okay, we have 2 questions more to go before we call it a day on the show. Let's have the next question of the day. Which of these tribes are forbidden from eating rabbit's meat? I've never tasted that before. I wonder, trying to imagine how that one would taste. All right, let's have the options, please. A, Eson, B, Ibibio, C, Igbo, D, Efik. And let's have the answer to this. These ones cannot eat rabbit's meat. A, Eson. And then the final question of the day, guys. How can a kangaroo jump? Like this, I think. Let's have the options, please. A, 11 to 13 meters. B, 5 to 7 meters. C, 7 to 9 meters. D, 4 to 5 meters. Let's have the answer to this one. Wow, see, 7 to 9 meters. And this is the end of the question, guys. I hope that we have a winner at the end of today. Do not forget that there are loads of recharge cards in the comment section. Let's know if you actually win any. Please acknowledge it. Right about now, I would like to go on a short break to go see if we have a winner at the end of the day. I do hope that somebody wins today, you know. All right, guys, we'll be right back. Don't go away. Welcome back, everyone. Oh my goodness. Sadly, there's no winner today. Oh God, I really wish that we have a winner at the end of the day. Big shout out to Ade Damola Adeshino, who has always been a consistent, participant on the show. You just came late, but it's okay. It's okay. Please join us again on Monday, God willing. And I hope that to all of you who won the recharge card and you acknowledge, thank you so much. More will be coming on Monday as well. And of course, brace up. Invite your friends and let's do this together. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Without you guys, I will not be here. Big shout out to the production team. Thank you so much, guys, for always making it, for holding it down all the time. So we'll come your way again on Monday. Keep staying safe and have a great weekend. I love you. Bye.